right, so this is the card that we're going to be making, or something like it anyway. And notice that it has a coordinating envelope, because when I was mailing out a lot of Christmas cards this week, and I will tell you that I mailed them out for me personally, and I send out a lot, but I also mailed out one for the families in the congregation of the church that I work at. And so I mailed out a lot of cards. And one thing I noticed was like, I didn't decorate any envelopes. And even on my personal ones, I was just too tired from cards at the moment. You know, when you make, 300 of them, you gotta pick and choose what you do. So I said, when I get back to my videos, I need to remember to do insides and envelopes all the time, because then it just makes it nicer when I have to send something. And then I decided to go ahead and throw in a tag as well. So everything's coordinating, and I would just need some coordinating wrapping paper, and everything would be beautiful for Christmas. So let's get started. As I mentioned, we're going to be using the Christmas season stamp set. And this one, let's see, I don't know where my, of course I should have gotten it out, but I did have a catalog. I found it. So in this mini catalog, let me show you this particular set in the catalog. So here is the suite, the Painted Christmas Suite. And it actually came with 2 stamp sets, or 2 bundles. This is the one I just got. And then Christmas to Remember with these dies as well. If I flip the page, I did get this paper, and I used that in most of my 12 days of, or 12 Sundays of Christmas videos, where we did 3D projects and treat holders. But here's the stamp set, and they have a couple of ideas, obviously. And this set of dies that comes with it is fantastic. I'm actually not going to use them tonight. But they have so many beautiful label dies that the dies themselves would make, you could cut out a bunch of tags, Christmas gift tags that are in beautiful shapes. They've got some little ones that fit the sentiments that are in the set. It actually has something that will punch the ribbon hole. You can do a wide ribbon, and then there's this kind of interesting shape too that you can put on there, and so you can thread some twine through there. This other set, I do have the word set, Christmas to Remember, because I think it is absolutely one of the best word sets we've had in a long time. I love this set for Christmas. I think it's fantastic. I did not get the coordinating Christmas pine cone dies just because I just didn't think I would use it as much as, maybe something else. So, you have to be on a budget at times and can't get everything as much as I'd like to. But anyway, so we're going to be using Christmas season tonight, and we're going to be using 4 colors: Evening Evergreen, Cherry Cobbler, Early Espresso, and this one's kind of optional, I'll talk about that in a minute, and Soft Seafoam. And these colors are really, really gorgeous together. Again, I can't take credit for it, and I know I was supposed to look up the name of the person who came up with this. I think her first name's Laura, but I'm not sure about that. I'll look it up and try to post it in the comments later. But these colors go really great together, and I think they kind of give just a classier feel to it, and I chose Very Vanilla, thick Very Vanilla to stamp it on, because I thought those colors looked really rich and beautiful together. And when you pair it with the gold that's in this ribbon or in the twine, or the gold, whatever it's called, gold trim, it looks really beautiful together. So let's go ahead and get started. Now I'm gonna, I got dented from my falling iPad. I'm going to fold my card already in half. Let's it's already scored, so I'm going to just fold it in half. Now, you can dress this up. I'm just going to make a simple one-layer card. When I'm making a lot of cards for Christmas, and I'm actually going to start for next Christmas now. I had some done, I had about 100 done between Christmas and New Year's, I think, last year. That helped me out a lot this year. I'm going to do that again this year. Just helps relieve the pressure a little bit. So when you're doing a lot of cards, it's nice to just keep it very simple. But simple doesn't mean that it has to look like it was whipped up in 2 seconds. It doesn't have to, it doesn't need to look like it's, you know, you're doing something to save on cardstock. It can just be a beautiful card all itself. So let's go ahead, and I've already got a couple of the stamps mounted. Now, this one right here, it's actually one stamp. So they look connected, but they're really not when you stamp them. And then this one kind of goes in the middle of it very nicely. I'm actually going to use this one as well. The pine cones, you can see those, that's two-step stamping right there. And same thing here. And these two sets are two-step stamping as well. This is two-step, but it's two different steps. Like there's the berries and there's the branch that it goes on. So let's get started. I'm using Evening Evergreen, and I stamped a bunch of these this morning. My customers are going to be getting these, so surprise! Close your eyes if you don't want to see what the end product looks like. Oh, I guess you already did see what it looks like. So I'm going to, and I re-inked my pad, so these are going to be pretty dark. And I'm just going to stamp them right on the fold, right near the fold. And I'll angle them a little bit differently. And then this one can go in here. And if I want a little bit more, I can go in here. I just love Evening Evergreen. It is, oh my goodness, one of my favorite colors. We've got another year and a half of it, and I am so glad. Now, what you probably should also be doing is stamping the envelope as you go along, if you know you want a coordinating envelope. So let's go ahead and do that. Now I'm going to just do the flap on this one. Sometimes I stamp down here, but I'm going to do the flap on this one just like I did on my other one. And I need to protect the front here. I only want to stamp on the flap. So I'm going to take some Post-its, line that right up with the top, or pretty close to the top anyways. Okay, and these are full stick Post-its, so the whole thing is sticky, well, except for this little teeny strip back here. You can get these, some stores have them, but you can find them on Amazon pretty easily. Probably not right now. You don't want to be getting anything from Amazon because, you know, Christmas rush, but you might want to send, you know, somebody for a stocking stuffer to Staples, because I'm sure Staples has it. All right, so there it's on. And so now I've protected this surface. Let's go ahead and just stamp away here. And I try to angle it a little bit differently every spot. And then we'll fill it. Has everybody got their shopping done for Christmas? I want to know. I'm mostly done, I think. We'll see. So Shaz got the sweet. She absolutely loves it. You know, somebody else got the sweet, and I'll have to, oh, I'll show you right now. So, Ruth, are you on here tonight? Let me see. I'm trying to call it up on my iPad, and I'm not sure if Ruth is on tonight. But Ruth from Florida sent me this card using that same stamp set, and she's got a lot of Wink of Stella on here, so it's really pretty and sparkling, catches your eye. So I know that somebody else has this set. It really is beautiful. All right, so that's enough of that. If I wanted to do a tag, I could do a tag as well. I just have right now a piece of very thick, very vanilla, and it's cut about 2 inches wide, and it's 4 1/4 inches long, I think. You know, it was a half cut in that direction. And so I can just go ahead and let's go ahead and put this in the bottom here. Okay, so we're doing a bunch all at the same time. All right, so I think we are done now with our evening evergreen. I'm going to bring in our soft seafoam. Another nice color, one that I don't use a lot, but that looks really, really great with this evening evergreen. And I re-inked this one again as well, because as I mentioned, I have been stamping a lot. So I'm just going to fill in some areas here. I'll do it on my tag as well. I just want them peeking out a little bit. I don't need a ton of it peeking out. And then my card. So we'll put it right there, and then we'll kind of come over here so it's behind some of this greenery stuff. That's probably pretty good. And let's see, that's good for, I've stamped on everything there. So now when it comes to the next piece, you've got the berries and you've got the branch that the berries are on. And you have to decide which one you like to do first, which one works better for you. I'm kind of torn. It kind of goes either way with me. But I do know that when I do it, I have to practice it first so I know which way things go. Let me show you what I mean. So let me just put that back. I'm going to take the berries and I'm going to take the twig. Because the twig looks very odd by itself. You have to put the berries on, otherwise there's this little gap in here that looks really, really weird. And it's meant for the berries. All right, so I'm going to take my scrap right here. And if I stamp it so that these three that are in a line are kind of going that way, let's see where that puts my branch. So I need to kind of come over here. I'm trying to peek around my video camera or my phone. So you can see it kind of puts it off at an angle there. So you either have to remember your angle or you just have to put your berries on. So it doesn't really matter. And honestly, it looks fine if you just do berries and you don't even do the stem. People won't really notice it. I think I'm going to do the stem first. Why not? I'm going to put some in here. All right. Oop, but we have to do it everywhere, right? We have to put them in here. I'm going to leave that one alone and bring out our envelope again. And I used Post-its, but honestly, this morning I used just this sheet and I kind of put it over there. I just made sure I didn't slip with it because I was doing a lot of cards at one time. So you can see I'm trying to vary the angle a little bit. All right, that's good enough, I think. 3 colors down, 1 to go. All right, might as well stay back here. Now I got to find all my little twigs. So there was one right here. And I'm probably going to miss lining them up half the time because I'm trying to look over the camera. I'm doing pretty good, actually. I was kind of surprised. It really isn't bad when you can get your head over it. But look, you can kind of do this in here and it still looks great. And you could do it on the other side too if you wanted to, but for the ones I did this morning, I really just did the ones hanging down from the top. Look at how pretty that looks. All right, let's see. Where are we next? Let's go with this. I think it's there. Well, let's go ahead and put a couple more berries in all over. Lots of berries here. Okay. And we can make the tag very quickly. This is just one of our tag topper punches. I don't think this one is current, but we have some other tag toppers. But there you go. There's a tag. You can put a to and from there, or you can put a Merry Christmas. I'll show you how I did my Merry Christmas in a minute. Let's bring back this card. And we'll try to, whoops, the berries didn't go where they're supposed to go on that one. Not really there either. I must be off on an angle here somewhere. It's okay, there can be lots of berries in the same vine, branch, twig, whatever it is. And I just sort of fill it in down here at the bottom just so it just helps balance the color a little bit. And so there we have that. Now, the greeting. So I am using my Christmas to Remember set that kind of was designed to go with this. I'm going to use the Merry Christmas. What's interesting is that these are part of the same suite. One is photopolymer and one is red rubber. I thought that was very interesting. I'm not sure why that's the case. Now, on my tag, my other tag, wherever it went, you can see that I stamped Merry Christmas and it's not in a line. So I just very, very carefully stamp there. This is if I'm writing the name on the back. And then, of course, you have to clean it, and you have to clean it well. So I'm off to the side cleaning it on my cleaner. And then I always stamp, 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 stamp till there's no wet residue left, because I don't want that Merry Christmas to come off at all. See, I've been stamping a lot. My hands have been inky all day from my session this morning where I stamped from 5 to 7. All right, let's see. So now I'm going to line up Christmas. And I hope that's straight. Yeah, it's pretty good. So then I can just take some of this beautiful cherry cobbler and gold ribbon. And I actually just cut a piece off. I strung it through here. Now, obviously, if you're going to be putting this onto a package, you could tie a knot up at the top. You could do that with the gold bow. I haven't actually decided what I'm going to do yet, so I'm going to hold off. But this also makes a cute little bookmark. Like if you're giving a book for a gift, what a cute little bookmark to go with it. That was just off the top of my head. I don't know why I didn't think of that sooner. I do have people that on my list that might be getting books, so I'm going to take my Merry Christmas now and stamp it right in here. And there's my Merry Christmas. Now, what would be nice in here would be maybe a little gold leafing, or maybe we've got some gold trim here that we can use. I've also got some of the wonderful gems. I think those were on the last chance list. They might be gone by now. I didn't look. Sorry. I'm gonna just tie a bow. I always tie a bow on my roll here. Oops, that didn't work out very good. Try it again. So in case you didn't see my Tuesday tutorial or my note on my Tuesday tools, techniques, and tips post, I will not be posting on Tuesday next week. I won't be posting on Friday next week. I am taking next week off for Christmas, and I hope you all do the same. Doesn't mean I won't necessarily stamp, but it means I'm not working. But I am working because I work at a church, so we do actually have a lot of stuff happening in the next several days. That didn't come off here. So this is just a mini glue dot that's left over from one of my paper pumpkins. So I'm not letting them go to waste. And there's my little gold thing there. I got a little gold ribbon. I can put on a couple of gems if I want to. Let's put on a couple of these gems. They've got kind of some gold glitter in them. It's not even. It's just like it's sprinkled in there. It's kind of interesting. Let's see. Let's put one there. And let's put one here. And triangle there, over there. Oh, go there. There's some red ones too we could put in, but they're a little bit more red than cherry cobbler. They don't work. They work, but I'm just going to keep these three. And then, of course, we could stamp on the inside. We would just need another saying, I love this. May this be a Christmas to remember and cherish. Let's get that one out. And let's see. Let's put that in cherry cobbler also, because I'm going to put a little greenery on the inside, I think. So that's a little crooked because my paper's crooked, my camera's up here in my way. I'll live with it. I kind of have to, don't I? So let's see which one. You know what? This one's still out. Let's go ahead and put this one on here. And just stamp some of this inside. And even though I've cleaned some of my other stamps, let's go ahead and put in some berries. Like that. I haven't cleaned my branch yet, so let's do that. See, I'm doing it backwards this time. Oh, look, worked out okay though. But I think I need a few more berries. It's looking a little bare there. We need berries for the bear. And just put a few more in there. And that's my card.